Hey, welcome back. Or if you're new, welcome for the first time. My name's Tammy. This is the Personal Growth Channel, where we talk all things that help you grow as a person. Today's topic is really not more of a topic, but more of a complaint, a beef, a complaint, something I need to get off my chest and share with you. If you want to know what it is, you gotta hang on. Okay, so now you're curious and you're like, what's her beef? What is she complaining about? What's going on? All right. Have you ever run into self-righteous people? And not just any type of self-righteous person, but a self-righteous person in the position of power. Like someone in management, maybe at your own company, or it could be with somebody that you know and in their company, right? In other words, the workplace. Where is this coming from? Okay, this is where it's coming from. Today, my daughter texted me. She's 23. She lives in Orlando, and she works for this attorney's firm, which I won't go into any names or anything like that. But she's been working there for at least 6 months, and their benefits suck. For an attorney's firm, they don't give you hardly any sick time. They don't give you hardly any benefits. I am really shocked because this is really a major attorney's firm. Like I said, I'm not going to go with who it is and disclose that. But the thing is, she has been having issues all her life, on and on, with anxiety and panic attacks. And if you know what that's like, it is hell to live with. It's not just a common cold where it just comes and goes and then you're okay, it's rosy. You know, she has her good days, she has her bad days. And the days that it actually hits, it hits really extremely hard for her. So anyway, today was one of those days. She was texting me real early in the morning before she was heading off to work. And she's like, Mom, I feel like crap today. XYZ's going on. I don't even know if I should go in. And I says, well, then don't go in. But see, the thing is, if she doesn't go in, she doesn't get paid if she calls out sick. So it's not like she doesn't want to go to work because she needs the paycheck, right? Duh. And you think management would realize that. So she's like, no, I gotta go in. I gotta go in. If I don't go in, then I'm going to get written up. So I said, okay, do the best you can. Let me know what happens. So it's a half-hour drive to work. She gets to work. She's in the parking lot. She's having another attack. And she texts me. She goes, I can't do it, Mom. I just can't do it. I'm going to call out sick and go home. I don't care if they write me up. I can't do it. So I was like, okay, all right, do what you can, be safe, go home. So she told me that the man that's in charge of her department, who's been recently appointed, you know how management rotates constantly. They rotate from one department to the other, and it's almost like they say they care, but they don't. You know what I mean? It's like it's a big front because they're new managers. But then once you start, working with them, then their true colors start to shine. So anyway, she's had a few panic attacks while she was an employee with him, and she's called out. And I guess if you do it a third time, they write you up, right? So his thing was, the last time she called out, he's like, I don't understand why you can't come in. I had COVID-19 and I still worked from home. Well, let me just pat you on the back. Kudos to you, buddy. How can you compare apples to oranges, okay? Yeah, COVID-19 is a serious thing. I get it. And not all cases of COVID-19 is severe. So who knows? This guy might have had a mild case of COVID-19 and he was able to work from home. Great. then you got other people on the other extreme side of that who get deathly ill and end up in the hospital, if not dead. Oh, you think they're going to be having their laptop in their lap and working from the hospital bed? I don't think so. Now, an anxiety or a panic attack is something that is chronic. It's not like COVID-19 where it just comes and goes constantly. Anxiety, well, in other words, it comes and goes. COVID-19 is something you get over with, and hopefully you move on with your life, especially if you have a mild form of it. It's like a cold, but, more extreme, obviously. But with an anxiety or a panic attack, that's something that you never get rid of. It's something that is chronic and it's a problem. It's a mental health condition that can last a person's entire life. So for a self-righteous person, man or woman, this just happens to be a man, to say something as callous as that to my daughter really should not be in management. There's no sympathy from him at all. And in fact, I've seen a trend of this a little bit with my own department where I work at, and I work online, but luckily I'm healthy and I don't have health issues. So I don't call out sick that much. But from what I understand from other coworkers, it's almost like they make you feel guilty for being sick. In other words, I guess what goes through their brain, like some employees just call out sick to have a day off. And I get it. A lot of people do. They're sick and tired of working. I think that's a disease. They never get any time off. When they ask for time off, they're, you have to make it up, or you miss pay. Not everybody has paid time off, in other words. So you're working yourself to death 365 days a year, roughly. And you're lucky you even get time off on the holidays with some jobs. And they wonder why employees call out sick, because they're sick and tired of working. So that's one thought probably that a manager has in their mind when you call out sick, right? And then there's the people that really do have problems, like my daughter, And whether it's anxiety or panic attacks, or let's just say you're diabetic and you feel like crap, you missed your insulin shot or something, and you can't make it into work. And to have a boss tell you something like that is really callous, in my opinion. And just from what I've observed through the years of working, I've been in the corporate world for over 20 years, and I have never seen such unsympathetic people in management. They just don't care about their employees anymore. You are simply a warm body to do the work, to do their bidding, and they want you there every day, 5, 6 days a week, whatever you're working. You're lucky you can get a day or two off, right? And you know how fast the weekends go. They're here and gone. But they don't care. They don't care if you have health issues. They don't care if you've got problems at home. They just want you to work. And I get it. That's the bottom line. It's all about the money, right? And they figure that the employee's disposable. We'll give you 3 chances in a year not to call out, or you're fired. I don't know what to say. I just think it's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. And if, a company wants to be that way, this is what I would like to say to them. No way, buddy. No way. I think if any company of good morals and actually says that they are looking out for their employees and they want to do the right thing, should actually build in some sort of system to help with people with chronic illnesses and diseases. And they should be trained to be sympathetic, even if they've never experienced a panic attack in their life. they got to at least be sympathetic and not be such a jerk, for lack of other words I'd like to use, but not be such a jerk towards their employees when they explain to them. You know, it's one thing, okay, like, they think you're just calling out so you can just, mess around and not go to work. But when you actually go back to your boss and you come in with a doctor's note and you tell them point blank, look, this is what's going on. You could even possibly be waiting to get into the doctor. Because, I mean, come on, let's face it. You might have to wait a month or 3 months to even get a doctor's appointment. So in the meantime, you're suffering and you're trying to do your best to get to work, and you're telling your boss, you're being honest with them, you're giving them doctor's notes when you come in, but yet they're very callous and sharp and they don't believe you and they just want to write you up and fire you. And if that doesn't add to more anxiety to a person who's already got anxiety, I don't know what does. So, I know, let me get off my soapbox. What do you think about this? Has this happened to you? I'd like to know. It's ridiculous. It really is. And I feel so bad for her. I really do. I don't personally suffer from anxiety or panic attacks, but I'll tell you what, my late husband did. He had a lot of issues with that as well. So I know it's not just a female thing. It's a man thing too. And all I can say is if you are a manager and you're watching this, please, please be sympathetic to your employees. Give them the benefit of the doubt. Work with them. I know there's guidelines you have to follow with your company, but work with them and try to give them the benefit of the doubt and extend every possibility to that employee to keep them on board before you consider firing them. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And as always, drop me a comment. Let me know your thoughts about this subject. And do you feel like this is happening to you more than it's not? Or maybe to a family member? I'd like to know. See you next time. Bye.